Yeah, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Medfield Warriors Volleyball. Tonight, the Warriors are taking on Douglas High School. The Warriors come in at 11-1, have been working on a great season so far, already qualified for the tournament. They're coming off a strong win last night against Severian, where they won 3-0, and they're going to hope to keep that momentum going. Teams are on the court, coming up for the handshakes at the net. Looks like the same starting lineup for Medfield as they had yesterday. Weisenfeld at setter and Daniels at opposite. Sean Baker at libero with Keith Lafreniere and Brian Hunter playing the middle spots with John Power and Thomas Stevenson at the outside positions. Stevenson number 13, Hunter number 32. Weisenfeld number 3. Here comes Baker in the different colored libero shirt, the defensive specialist, number 18. Daniels wearing number 35. Keith Lafreniere, number 34. And John Power, number 25. And we've had the signal for service, and here we go. Back set for Daniels. And we have a blocking violation, yes, on number 9 for Douglas. So, point Medfield there. Free balled into the ceiling, point Medfield. Really high set. And then but the tip is down. Medfield only with a single block that time. Stevenson almost got the kick in to save it. Well, we see 1 or 2 kicks a year. Outside for Stevenson, down the line for the kill. Nice strong swing to start off. Always nice to get a kill on your first swing of the day. Frenier back to serve. Hunter into the front row. Service winner. Four to 1 for Medfield here. And the attack is just long. And again, into the partition over the net. You can play the ball off the ceiling on your own side, but not over the net or on the other side. Passed over. Side set for Stevenson, off the block. Nice tip. Reaction there by Hunter. And Stevenson with good work at the net, tipping it down for the point. 7-1 for Medfield. Setter tried to attack with a tip, didn't work out. And these two teams played first back on April 11th, and the final score was 3-2. Oh, a little miscommunication there, and another error on the Douglas side, and that's, 2 errors in a row, and the coach wants a timeout. First of 2. So, timeout with Medfield up 9-1 in the first set. Okay, the Medfield team back on the court after the usual quick timeout with Coach Hastings. Keith Lafreniere going to see if he can keep that service run going through the timeout. And a very high set into the ceiling and deflected down. Daniels with a nice save. Set for Stevenson. And off the defense for the point. Good quick hands from Jacob Daniels there to get that one back. And a strong swing from number 9 on Douglas. We unfortunately don't have a roster for them tonight, so numbers of all we got. (11-2) for Medfield. Back set and a nice attack from Power. Medfield having early success with the back set out of serve receive. I had a lot of luck with that yesterday as well. Tip, popped up. Free ball back though. Good try by Sean Baker there on a strong attack. And number 9 rotates into the back row, so good thing for Medfield. 3 rotations, he won't be taking those swings. And the attack is long. Thomas Stevenson back to serve. Attack got through the block. Point for Douglas. Side for Daniels. And the kill. Lafreniere back into the front row. Brian Hunter back to serve. And a service winner. (15-4) for Medfield. Look out. Free balled over, but a little trouble. Good work by Stevenson covering that tip, and they got it up for a strong swing from Daniels. Point Medfield at 16-4. And the service ace, a little miscommunication. Actually, Daniels is at outside today, not at opposite. Looks like Power is at the outside spot, or the opposite spot, I should say. Tipped out, point Douglas. 6 positions that rotate on the volleyball court for those of you who are maybe watching for the first time. And think of it as a pie with 6 slices. You have the 2 middles opposite each other in the pie, the 2 outsides opposite each other, and then the setter opposite the opposite, hence the name. And the setter, setter Weisenfeld back to serve. Attack just long, and they're calling it tip. Not sure I saw that one, but Medfield will take it. 18-6 for Medfield. And another service winner. Douglas having a lot of trouble with serve receive in the first set here. They're going to have to shore that up, or it's going to be a quick night for Medfield. Passed over. Nice pass outside for Daniels. The attack down for the point. Medfield in control at 21-5. And timeout number 2 for Douglas. Their second and final timeout of the first set here. So Hong, do we have any of our public service announcements? Something to do on the timeouts here? No. Oh, okay. Well, I've got a piece of paper here with handwritten email address, info@medfield.tv. If you'd like to get involved in front of the camera, behind the camera, in the office, making tapes, whatever, you can also call 508-359-7521. And if you're enjoying today's match and would like to have a DVD for posterity, you can call or email, and DVDs are $20 each. Back in play here, set outside for Douglas, the tip. Down for the winner. Passed up. Set outside, the tip. It's dug up. But down on the Douglas side for the point. 22-6 for Medfield. Daniel serves, and trouble again. They've been picking on the libero pretty bad for Douglas so far in this first set. 23-6. Overpass and sent back for the kill by Stevenson. So multiple set points for Medfield. That strong swing from number 9. We know who Douglas's best player is. Right through the double block. 24-7 now for Medfield. Outside for Stevenson, off the block for the point, and first set goes to Medfield, 25-7. Good solid work by Medfield in that set. Served well, taking advantage of Douglas's trouble in serve receive. Didn't get to run too many plays, but when they did, hit for a high percentage. So a good opening set for Medfield. We'll see if they can keep it going here, and we'll be back for set number 2 in a few minutes. Okay, well, the teams are almost ready for the second set. The down ref is checking the lineups. While we have a second, today's match is being played on May 9th, so depending upon when you're seeing it, if it makes another rotation quickly, I can tell you that the last couple home games of the year will be May 15th against Catholic Memorial and May 17th against St. John's from Shrewsbury, as Medfield takes the first point with a good serve from Weisenfeld. And there will be a home playoff game after that, I'm almost sure, given their strong 11-1 record. And the service ace from Weisenfeld finding the back corner. Nicely done. 2-0 quickly here for Medfield. So try to come out, catch a game. It's a lot of fun. And more trouble in serve receive for Douglas. And 3-0 in the early going here for Medfield. Well, I don't think Mom liked that serve very much. And the middle attack for Medfield is just long. Nice pass. Outside set, and the attack is long, but we have a net violation on Douglas, so point Medfield. As you're blocking, you cannot touch the net. And effect outside set, double block up. Good dig by Stevenson, but just over the net for the easy kill for the Douglas middle. 4-3 for Medfield here. Yep. Lucky roll off the tape for Douglas, and tied at 4-all. Outside for Stevenson, and another net violation, number 10 both times. Nice swing there from Hunter on the overpass. Really snapping it down. Right through the block and down for the point. Into the ceiling and down. Service error. Baker back in at libero. And a little mistiming on the set there. Hunter coming over for a tight quick, but didn't get that set. Point Douglas. Daniels attacks from the back row. Free balled over. And free balled into the antenna, actually. So point Medfield. 8-6 for Medfield here in set number 2. Leading 1-0. Overpass. Sent outside. Stevenson has to tip it. Good work there to get it back over. Yeah. And strong block from Hunter, but number 9 for Douglas ripped it pretty good that time, and the ball rebounded completely off the court. So point Douglas. Middle set for Hunter. Block was there. Roll shot from Stevenson. Yeah, we've got a replay. The up official made a mistake. I think he thought the ball had hit the top partition when it hadn't, and so the thumbs up sign is a signal for a replay. And Stevenson with the kill. Stevenson back to serve, so Daniels back in the front row for 3 rotations. Dug up nicely. Outside for Daniels. Baker digs it up the block nicely. And Power rolls it deep. Side for Daniels. Block was there again. Yeah. Off the block and out. Douglas getting a little success here on the block. And we're tied up at 9-all. Service error point Medfield. And so Hunter back to serve. Lafreniere back in the front row. Service error. Traded a couple of those and we're at 10-10. Yeah, Daniels thinking about those couple blocks. Tried a really tough angle that time. It didn't work out. And Douglas with their first lead of the night at 11-10. Set was a little wide. Daniels had to go at it one-handed lefty. Didn't work out. Blocked it down for the point, and it's 12-10 Douglas. Daniels off the block, but out. Point Medfield. Weisenfeld back to serve. Missed timing on the set. Point Medfield, and we're tied up at 12 all. A lift called on the set, which I guess is true. You'd almost have to lift it to get it that high in the air. Oh. And timeout Douglas after a couple misplays. So Medfield up 14-12 here in the second set after having won the first set 25-7. And a 1 minute timeout to talk things over. Yeah, that last point, the Douglas setter kind of went for the one-handed miracle play, and the coach did not appreciate that attempt. And that was what the 1 minute timeout was about. So back to basics here, which is always a good way to go. Weisenfeld serves. And more trouble on serve receive for Douglas, and Medfield up 15-12. Yeah, nice simple bump set. Medfield has to free it, ball it back over. Tip, down for the point. Service error. 15-14 for Medfield. The overpass and knocked down for the point. Good lefty swing from Lafreniere there, and the overpass, every middle's best friend. More trouble and miscommunication. Ball gets to the floor, point Medfield. The tip, dug up. Bump set, but free balled over. And number 9 found an angle there. Strong swing. (18-15) for Medfield. Daniels passes it up. Outside for Stevenson. And another violation on the block. It was going Medfield's way anyway, as the ball had been tipped long. So one way or the other, Medfield's point. And Lafreniere back to serve. Hunter into the front row. Overpass, tipped down. Tipped again. Stevenson with the kill. Little separation here for Medfield at 20-15. Into the ceiling, down to the floor, point Medfield. Outside set, mistimed attack. Error for Douglas, point to Medfield, 22-15. Strong swing from number 9. Finding room on the inside of the block. Popped up. Stevenson swings, but the roll shot is deep. Point Douglas. 22-17 for Medfield. Middle set. And, nope. Called it point Medfield. Might have been a bit long, but we'll take it. It was a close one. Power serves. And we have multiple set points for Medfield here at 24-17. Overpass, drilled down by Hunter, and that's set number 2. 25-17 for Medfield. They lead 2-0 after winning the first set 25-7, and then 25-17 in set number 2. Not the best set we've seen lately from the Warriors. I think the way Douglas played in the first set, they just dropped their guard a little bit. But let's see if they can gear it up for a real strong set number 3 and go for the shutout. So we'll be back in a few minutes for that action. Okay, so Medfield back on the floor. We mentioned those home matches that are upcoming. They're also going to finish up, but their next match is going to be May 13th at Algonquin Regional, and then always a big one at Barnstable, May 14th. And the last game of the year at Boston College High on May 20th. So 5 more matches after today, and then on to the tournament. Looks like the same lineup here for Medfield. Daniels and Stevenson at the outsides, Hunter and Lafreniere at the middles, with Baker at libero, Power at opposite, and Weisenfeld setting. And Douglas will have first serve here in set number 3. Bump set, Power attacks, but the block is there. Tip from Lafreniere is dug up. Nice quick set over to Daniels. Didn't give the block chance to get set and knocked it down for the kill. A quick pass and a quick set, always a good way to play. Don't give the defense a chance to get set. As number 9 from Douglas fires another one for a kill. Serve short, and 2-2 in the early going here. Lafreniere back to serve, Hunter into the front row. And just catches the tape for the service error. And Baker back on libero and passes it up. Not tricky one there. Weisenfeld tried the bump set, didn't quite work. 4-2 for Douglas. Quick set in the middle for Hunter. Nice pass there from Baker. And Power back to serve. Douglas leading 4-3. Spins it over nicely. Passed over. Nice dig by Baker, but they can't keep it alive. 5-3 for Douglas. Back row attack from Power. And we got a blocking violation on Hunter on that play. Point Douglas. The blocker touched the net. They supposedly relaxed the rules on that a few years ago, so you can touch it as long as you don't interfere with the attack. But I'm not sure if that's true in high school or not. Unfortunately, there's high school rules, there's club rules, there's college rules. So they're reffing it like it's the same old in high school-wise. And it's a service winner for Medfield. And Stevenson serving with Douglas up 6-5. Passed over. Lift called on Medfield. Point Douglas. Outside for Daniels. Oh, Medfield got away with one there as that ball hit the center partition on the second touch. Outside for Daniels again. Off the block and down for the point. Third time's a charm. So Hunter back to serve. Lafreniere back in the front row. Another strong spinning serve. Joust at the net goes Medfield's way. And we're all tied up at 7. Off the block. Medfield can't get control. It's tipped down by Douglas. I think we called a net violation there on Lafreniere anyway. No? Well, I don't know what the call was there, but point Medfield, although we give it right back with a service error, so it's 8-all. Set Lafreniere off the block and down for the point. Daniels with the block. Midfield saves it. Pass deep. The joust. And we have a net violation. I didn't get the full signal, but they signaled number 10. So violation on Douglas. Point to Medfield. Passed up. Middle set Lafreniere. Whoa. The setter crashes to the floor onto the Medfield side. And then eventually Daniels with the block for the point. And timeout Douglas. Normally if the setter ends up entirely on the other team's side of the net, you'd think they'd call that a violation. But not this time. But Medfield won the point. So Medfield's ahead 11-8 here in the third set, and again leading 2-0. Quick meeting as always for Coach Hastings. And while we have a minute here, I can remind you one more time about the email address, info@medfield.tv, and the phone number, 508-359-7521. If you want to get involved with Medfield Cable TV, it's a lot of fun. Give them a call, give them an email, and go from there. Teams back on the court, and that was the first time out for Douglas. And we have the signal for service. Weisenfeld to serve. And the set is over the net, and Powers takes the overpass and sends it back for the kill. (12-8) for Medfield. And the tack was out. Wrong side of the antenna, I think. 13-8 Medfield. Free balled over. Passed up. Side for Daniels. The tack, little lucky break, catches the tape, but falls on the Douglas side for the kill. Gets a little smile there from Jacob. Knows he got away with one a little bit. And attack into the net from Douglas, and Medfield now up 15-8 here in the third set. No, another service winner. Double touch on the pass attempt from Douglas. 17-8 for Medfield. And into the partition. Point Medfield. Yeah, strong service run here for Weisenfeld. And tried the tough angle and missed it. So 18-9 for Medfield here. Lafreniere attacks it wide. Good pass from Stevenson. Set for power and down for the kill. Nice pass set hit action there. Good control, good pace, and that's what's going to take to win a lot of matches, and that's how Medfield's get to be 11-1 so far in the season. Another ball into the ceiling. The ceiling here in the Medfield gym is not the highest one in the world, but it's not that low. And did they just call a pancake on a ball that he missed by about 6 inches? I thought I saw that. I heard the thunk when it hit the floor, but they... No, the Douglas coach wants to know if that wasn't the floor, and yes, it was the floor. But the call goes Medfield's way. And anybody who saw that home run called a double in the Oakland A's Cleveland Indian game last night, even with TV video replay to make it right, and they still get it wrong, knows that anything is possible when it comes to officiating. Power attacks down the line for the kill. Nice swing. Hadn't seen that back set in a little while. It worked again. And Medfield is up 22-11. Lafreniere back to serve. Hunter back in the front row. Swings it across. Daniels pops it up. Outside set for Stevenson. And Douglas did save it. Stevenson with a roll shot. Dug up. Tip. And blocking violation on Medfield. (22-12) for Medfield. And the short serve into the net. And 2 points from dinner time. A real spinner that time. That was the short arm spinner. And attack into the net. And multiple match points here for Medfield at 24-12 in the third set. And the razzle dazzle is down for the service winner, and that is the match. Medfield wins the third set 25-12 and takes the match 3-0. The set scores again 25-7, 25-17, and 25-12. So good solid work for Medfield. Served hard. Douglas had a lot of trouble in serve receive, and they took advantage. So workmanlike job. Got to play the whole schedule. And so that's back-to-back wins the last two nights to run the record out to 12-1. So again, great season so far for the Warriors as the teams shake hands. Again, they'll be back in the Medfield gym on May 15th, and we hope to see you there. So hopefully you've enjoyed tonight's broadcast. This is R.D. Haskell saying thank you from Hong LeBruno on the camera work tonight, and we'll see you at a Medfield sporting event soon. Good night.
Production support provided by Medfield.tv. Access to our community.
Hi, I'm Kurt Schilling, and you're watching Medfield.tv.